Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Command Center, where we like to put our favorite commander, maybe even yours, front and center. And you know we can't do it unless we play those enchanting letters, EDH. What does it stand for today, Hadoken?
It stands for Earthbenders Destroying Heaters. That's right. I want to tell you guys a story, all right? There was first 4 colors out there, all right? And they all were just chilling playing Magic. And then all of a sudden, everything turned to trash when a punk-ass blue player rolled up and was like, nah, I'm canceling everything that you want to play. The blue players, if you listening, y'all are the Fire Nation of fun. I want you to look at me in the eyes right now. Y'all deter fun. Now, excuse me while I put my blue and white deck together. What are we talking about today, Derek?
We're talking about Avatar. So it's a planet with blue people and lush jungles, and
we haven't gotten that one just yet. Not yet.
And lots of what is it? Is it not that?
Don't you dare disrespect a fandom. You see, I didn't say nothing when you was playing the fantasy stage, fantasy. But you don't you dare sit here and shit talk my fandom, okay? We all know that Avatar deals with 4 turtles and they all have different colors trained by a rat. Don't you dare disrespect my fandom.
I thought they were teenagers with attitude. What are we talking about here?
It's more.
Can we talk about how there needs to be a Kids Next Door a set? Can we please get a K&D set? I need my 2 books.
We do not need any more. I'm so okay. So what are we talking about today? I guess Avatar is here. I think the whole set's spoiled at this point, and there's like a bonus set, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff. But we wanted to talk about the new mechanics, some of like our favorite new cards in the set, and kind of the general vibes of how we're feeling about this set, because it's the last set of 2025, the last set of the year. And this was like, I guess, the surprise set of this year. I think when they announced sets, this was like unannounced Universes Beyond for a while before they actually came out and said what it was. So,
but we knew.
It was not a very well hidden secret. So, I guess let's just start with our like general thoughts. I think we have, for some of us, we're literally just seeing the set. But how are we feeling? Like, what are the vibes going into the set?
So the first thing that comes to mind for me is basically this is I think this is Kamigawa meets Zendikar. This is doing land stuff. This is doing ally stuff. Has this feel of like the kind of Asian inspired mysticism going on here. So this is very much a clash of things that was already happening in Magic, and which looks good because Avatar, like, it's just one of those properties that just already blends well with what Magic the Gathering has going on. It's a fantasy property that deals with, magical things and has magical creatures and magical people. So it just comes right on in here naturally. I'm liking what I'm seeing as far as the techniques and each of the bendings. We're going to get into that in a minute, but overall, I like the feel. I like all the callbacks. I like that it basically goes through each of the series, each of the books of the series pretty succinctly and highlights all the notable people. And I haven't read through every single card yet, but so far everything I'm seeing I like pretty much, for especially Commander. Somebody else take it from me, because I can talk about this all day so far.
Y'all know me, and I'm huge into my fandoms, and I love Avatar. Korra was okay, but I love the original series. I think it was amazing. I'm all in. As bad as the Spider-Man set was, because I'm a huge Marvel fan, I jumped into that head first and hit the ground. Avatar, I'm going to be just as all into that as well. There's a couple of things in here that, like, I just saw this like literally less than 30 minutes ago, and I love the set from what I'm seeing so far. It has huge implications for what we can do and the whole new mechanics that we can take it. I have a couple of things that's grinding my gears. As a matter of fact, I'm fresh out of toilet paper, so I need to go to the store to buy some so I can wipe my butt, because I'm just sitting in my sauce right now because of all the stuff that I've seen and I'm loving. But at the same time, y'all dropped the ball, baby. You know what I'm tell you why? Aang should have been thing in the ice. He should have been thing in the ice, all right? He should have been trapped in the ball, sitting there with Appa and Momo and just chilling as the thing in the ice. And number 2, I do not see the cabbage guy. I could be wrong. I don't see the cabbage man on here.
In there.
There's a cabbage
man.
There's
a legendary cabbage man.
Oh, okay, I'm back. Okay, I'll forgive the thing in the ice there. What color is the cabbage guy so I can look him up right now?
Mono green.
If he's legendary, I swear to God, I will build a commander deck around him.
He is legendary. He's actually one of the cooler designs in the set too. It's a very, very cool card.
I will build the goddamn. Wait, wait? He's mono green.
A mono green legendary. I don't know which of the set symbols it is because there's a lot of different. We'll get into that. I don't even. It's like we have
We'll
the
get
main
into that.
set, and we got like the supplemental
Yeah,
set.
cool.
You know, everybody has to have like 4 different versions in one set. So
That's cool.
Yeah,
I need 2. I need the cabbage dude with the cart up, and I need one with the cart over. I need both.
It's a cabbage guy on the east side and a cabbage guy on the south side.
Exactly. His brother who spins
a
lettuce.
non-legendary cabbage guy.
Well, that's his bastard cousin who sells iceberg lettuce, but we don't talk about him. Oh, bossing say okay. I just real tired.
Derek, how are you feeling?
Cabbage guys in Jumpstart. That's where it was. So I will start with the preface of 1, not here to poo-poo anybody's enjoyment. 2, I really wanted to like this set. I have no interest at all. I'm not going to buy a single card from this set. I can't. So like, I'll separate the 2 things. I think Avatar, I've not watched it. My fiance is a huge fan. I've only heard good things. It's actually something I do want to give a shot at one point as a show. Heard great things as like a property. I can't stand cartoony art styles, especially on Magic cards. Like my favorite sets are the Innistrats. I want like gritty, realistic art. I don't want to look at any of this art. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. None of it resonates with me on Magic cards. I don't like the cartoony art style on Magic cards at all. So it's just like, even when I think a card's mechanically cool, the art is killing it for me because I want like my favorite art. Like for example, Grim Grin is my favorite art. It's like spooky, realistic, like just up art, and like that's what I want in a Magic card. I don't like happy cartoony things, so I have no. I'll be honest, I don't see myself buying a single card in the set just because I can't get over the art being so like cartoony and jolly.
Yeah, I forgot you like that butt leaking art like from Dustmore. But I want to point out something to you because you are a hypocrite. But let me tell you this. What about the Tamio full art anime version that you got, that you just had to have?
I really do. I enjoy like individual treatments and things, but like a full, like I can't get into a full set where the vibes are just like cartoony. Like, so for example, like the anime style Lily from War of the Spark. I think that is like wonderfully done. Yes, it's cartoony, but it's like a unique like spin on a version. Like for example, like looking at any of these cards, if there was like a gritty, realistic version, and then like, oh, we also have this promo limited art version then it's like, okay, that's awesome. I appreciate that. But like for me to get into a set and like get into the setting of something, I really like dark things. I want there to be really up things happening. And it's just hard for me to get, like, Brothers War is another example of like really just messed up things happening where there's like a lot at stake, and it's just like you get these really cool art. To me, that's the type of art I enjoy. So Avatar is a weird set for me because objectively it looks amazing. I've heard only good things. Like objectively, the art is great. Like the art is done very well. It's just not what I enjoy. And it's like I like the more like old school fantasy art. And so for me, it's like I get what people are saying, and I understand why they would like it, but I see like 1 or 2 cards, and so much for me when I want to play a card is because of what the art is and like how it speaks to me. I see Ko, the Face Stealer, that looks cool as hell. Like that's the one thing I've seen that I'm like, I like that. Everything else is just like, I don't want to play a card with a jolly little child on it. I don't care how cool the rules text is. I have no interest in like, so yeah, I have no interest in the set. I do have interest in watching the show because I keep hearing about how good it is. And my fiance's like read the novels and everything and is super into it. And so I'm still very set on like having to watch it at some point. And I was hoping this would be my entry point, but I can't get excited. I'm sorry. I don't want to poo-poo other people's enjoyment, but I'm out, unfortunately.
All right. Whatever, Zack Snyder. Anyway.
All right. So
I want my characters to bleed.
All right, so we have all said our piece, and now we know that Derek will be irrelevant for the rest of this episode.
Oh, yeah.
So, Ken,
yeah,
what's up? 110 to another.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, I'm an 11, so I need you to chill all the way the fuck out.
All right, so what we want to do is basically jump into some of the new mechanics, which are basically the bendings for each style. There's some other things that made some appearances as far as like other mechanics coming back, but they're not as notable as these bending styles, which we want to focus on the most. So I do want to start with fire bending, if that's okay with you guys, and then we can jump down to the other bending styles.
There's a bending over.
Moving on.
That's
No, I do think
that's on the other channel.
I do think, and again, I'm gonna focus on the positives. I do think it was done really well. The bendings are awesome. Like the way each one of these is handled to make them feel different, but none of them feel like. I feel like anytime there's a mechanic designed and there's four different versions or is it 5? It's 4 bendings, right?
It's 4.
Anytime
4
you have a
bendings.
mechanic with like 4 or 5 different things, usually it's like, okay, this is cool, this is cool. What were they thinking on that one? That's useless and that's cool. I think all 4 of them are actually like super interesting and like fun mechanics. So shout out to that. Yeah, I'll let you read Firebending because I know you're excited not only about the ability, but one of the cards has you pretty hyped too.
Yeah, and I would just say it's they did kind of leave off some of the other bendings that do show, like metal bending is here. That's gonna be something else. I think blood bending makes an appearance in here.
It better
in some way, but it's not really blood bending. I think it's just water bending with extra steps. All right, so first card I want to talk about is Avatar Roku Firebender. This is like the most firebendery firebender card in the set, I think. First of all, this dude is a house 3 in 3 red. So this is a chroma numbers, the red chroma numbers. 6/6, also similar to a chroma. But basically says that whenever a player attacks at 6 red, until end of combat, you don't lose this mana as steps in, and you can pay 3 red to give target creature +3/+0 until end of turn. So just firebending in general, basically when creatures attack, things go boom. So mana is added to your mana pool. It's like just it's like the first half or one and a half of Jessica's Wheel. Just keeps happening all over and over again. It just depends on how many creatures you have to have firebending, but this says that in particular you just get 6 every combat. So that's crazy. If you have a lot of mana sinks that you can like dump stuff into, like this will go crazy with that. A chroma was one of the things that I would have brought up for this because it has a morph ability where you can pay 3 to cast it for his morph side and then pay 6 to flip it over into a chroma side. So just an instant a chroma just from any combat. Lord of Shatterskull Pass is a level up card that I love playing, but it takes forever to get to the main ability. But basically it's 3 in a red to cast, level up 1 in a red.
Level up is sorcery speed, unfortunately.
It is sorcery speed, so you do have to do it during your turn. But
no, but I'm saying
you
lose the mana at the end of combat, so you don't get it your second main phase.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, because it's until end of combat.
Until end of combat, you don't lose this. That's a weird way of phrasing that.
It's because like technically in combat, there's like 5 different steps, so you lose the mana. So it's like entering combat. So on declare attackers, the mana would add, but then on like the declare blocker step, it would go away, and then like damage step, and then like cleanup combat. So it's just like a whole bunch of little weird.
So it has to be instant speed stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So
Seth's just all the way out. He found out how expensive it is. He can't level up. He's just about to go fight Roku. He said, "I'm done with that."
Discombobulated.
No.
Like
I'm still I'm still loving what I'm saying because there's still other stuff like Hate Flare is a card that when you attack with it, you can pay 3 to untap it, and you just wither anything equal to its power, and it already comes with 5 power, so you can just like attack and then untap it using the mana you generate from the firebending. There's another elemental called Obsidian Fireheart. Pay 1 and 2 red, put a blaze counter on target land. For as long as that player controls that land, it deals 1 damage to you at the beginning of your upkeep. So as long as you're generating red mana, you can keep just throwing counters on people's lands, and they take damage beginning of their turn. So it's a lot of applications. Like I said, if you have a lot of mana sinks, not at sorcery speed, guys, remember that. If you have a lot of mana sinks, you can do some crazy stuff. Like especially if you throw some artifacts in here that do stuff with mana, like Quicksilver Amulet, like just crazy stuff. But yeah, that's the gist of firebending though.
I picture Avatar Roku almost like we say with Sarkin, where Sarkin's only word he can speak is dragon. I picture Avatar Roku as only able to say fire and just like repeatedly just yelling fire.
Don't you
as
don't you
his.
disrespect don't you disrespect Avatar Roku like that. First of all, he's one of the best benders out there. I will not let you sit there and shit on his name like that. That is not gonna happen.
I mean, he's fire. I'm not. I'm not critiquing his firebending skills. I'm just saying I think he really likes fire, like to an uncomfortable degree.
Avatar Roku is a little bit problematic, but we'll let him slide on a few technicalities.
Okay. If you want,
which bending do we want to go to next?
I was gonna say earthbending because I think Ken's gonna like earthbending.
Hell yeah, I like earthbending. It deals with lands and stuff. Although I do want to point out, I don't see lightning bending on here. Okay. So, okay, cool. Well, since we're talking about earth bendings, I want to talk about the lands. First of all, Ba Sing Se. There's no, first of all, let me put this out here. First reading blast. On a bonus sheet, there should have been fog, and it should have literally say there's no war in Ba Sing Se. There's no problems in Ba Sing Se. So one, I love the land Ba Sing Se. It's a land enters tapped unless you control a basic land, so it's also fast mana, and then you can pay 3 and tap it, and it earthbends a land. Earthbending target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature that has haste, and it's also a land. You put 2 counters on it. In a counter proliferate deck, this can go stupid. Of course, one of my favorite benders of all time is Toph. If you don't know who Toph is, I need you to cut this off. Go find a corner and sit down and shut the hell up in it. Toph is one of the best benders in the series, and one of my mainstays. So yes, earthbending decks may be my go-to. I'm definitely building a Toph deck. It is going down.
Yeah,
I just
and
need
to
to figure
focus,
out which Toph.
No, I was gonna say I love how we were like explain bending. And you're like, nah, fuck that. Ba Sing Se. That's what we're talking about. That's what I came here to talk about. We are not. So just to give a quick,
I explained earthbending.
So one of the things I think is cool with earthbending is that last line. So you obviously, you put the counters, whatever the earthbend number is, onto a land, becomes a creature. One of the cool things about it though is when it dies or is exiled, it gets returned to the battlefield tapped, which I think makes the mechanic. There's a lot of mechanics that animate lands, and one of the fears is always, well, if a board wipe happens, I just lose. Like, I've always been into land animation decks, but it's risky. Earthbending kind of solves that in a way that's like, okay, the lands come in tapped, so it's hard to come up with some sort of loop where you're just untapped, like whatever it is, but it does protect it, which is pretty cool.
Oh, Derek, ye of little faith. I need you guys to take a time to go look up a card called Squandered Resources. Squandered Resources allows you to sack a land and produce a mana of any color. So yeah, you can get real stupid with this all day.
Yeah, there's a bunch of infinite mana, infinite kind of plays with Toph that's already been kind of spoiled right now.
Yeah.
So it Toph goes crazy.
It's gonna be very powerful.
Goes ham. As a matter of fact, I think this is one. I see several cards that could potentially jump into CDH territory, and this one can get nasty.
But it is cool as a mechanic. I do enjoy earthbending. Is a cool way to just turn lands into creatures. And there's a lot of weird stuff you can do. Obviously, Toph being the kind of the poster child, especially because artifacts get involved. That seems like a very, very busted card.
Think about it. All the 0 cost artifacts and 1 cost artifacts. Like, this gets real dumb.
Yeah, it's gonna get dumb fast. All right, so waterbending is another one. Waterbending, I think, is probably the most straightforward in a way. It's basically waterbend and a number, and while paying a waterbend cost, you can tap your artifacts and creatures to help, and each one pays for 1. So you can either just pay the mana as a cost, or you can have help from your artifacts and creature friends to allow you to kind of contribute to that. So it's like a weird convoke, inspire
steps.
Yeah. So we see it in different ways. There's some cards have activated abilities. So if you look at the Moon Spirit, you have a Waterbend 5, which lets you then tap it and cast a non-creature spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. That's busted. And so you can use Waterbend as like basically a cost that you're paying, or there's other cards. If you look at the Unagi of Kyoshi Island, it has a ward Waterbend cost to actually force your opponents to pay the Waterbend. So it's used in some creative ways. It's not just so much an extra cost in one individual way. you can get weird with it. And I really like the Unagi as well. It's like a weird, fair, consecrated Sphinx that draws you 2 when an opponent draws their second card each turn. So waterbending's pretty cool. I think it's the most straightforward of the mechanics. And that leaves us, we just got one more. We got fire, we got earth, we got water.
Wait. They don't have my favorite scene in here. So just to catch you up, Derek, there's a scene in Avatar where Katara and Azula are fighting each other, and at the very end, Katara does his backflip and brings all this water up and freezes Azula into place as she's doing the backflip, and then water bends and cuffed her hands behind her back to into the grate to catch her. It's one of the fire scenes in the show, and I don't see it on the card. But keep going.
I was trying to transition you to the last type of bending, but yes, also that I guess that is missing. What is the last bending? I don't know anything about the show. I'm just sitting here trying to wait for what y'all to say. There's fire bending, earth bending, water bending. What's number 4? Who does number 4 work for?
It's airbending, but you have to
bending.
Yeah, you have to force it out of the orifices in your body. Most of them do it through their pores, but Aang is special because he can shoot it out his ass.
Is that why he's called the Last Airbender? He's just very gassy. I don't see airbending anywhere. What does airbending do? When do y'all explain it?
So airbending basically says that let's choose one for example. So airbender's reversal. This is a lesson. Airbend target creature you control, exile it. While it's exiled, its owner may cast it for 2 rather than its mana cost. So it's blinking something out and then paying 2 to bring it back.
Yep. It's kind of busted. Like I'm looking at Appa right now, and especially with ETB effects and trigger effects, like Appa can go real stupid. I will say there's
another target non-land permanent you control when it enters or attacks.
There's another card in here in white too that's gonna go stupid as well. This is gonna be in standard, but Momo, the friendly flyer, Jesus Christ. So
they're just getting like air yeeted. They're basically just getting like air yeeted up in the air, and then they just land. Is that like the flavor of what airbending is?
Pretty much. So airbenders, one of the biggest reasons that they were the Fire Nation had to tap them as the ops first is because you can't airbend without air. You can't firebend without air. So they wanted the biggest pains in their butt. So they was like, yo, we gotta drop them first. But they were pacifists.
We gotta sneak them first.
Exactly. I mean, like they can go head to head with the Water Tribe, but when it came to the airbenders, they was like, nah, we gotta take them out first.
Honestly, I'm still kind of confused why the waterbenders cannot overtake the firebenders because they can only get there by boat. So what are we doing here, people?
Well, and I think that's why, because and attacking them on a full moon, on a lunar moon, I was like, that's just dumb.
Wait,
the plan was to take out the moon.
Huh?
That's where Emrakul is.
That was the go-to, because they attacked them because they were gonna raise their hopes that they could beat them, and then once they killed the spirit of the moon.
You know that guy is a card, right?
Who?
The one that killed the moon spirits, the fish. And his card is basically, his name is Zao the Moonslayer. It's 1 in a red. Non-basic lands enter tapped. And as long as Zao has a conqueror, pay 7, put a conqueror counter on him. And as long as he has a conqueror counter on him, non-basic lands are mountains.
You know what? He was a punk in the show, and he gonna be a punk as a card. You know, that makes sense. It's a whole punk ass. That makes perfect sense for him. That makes perfect sense. He literally killed the moon.
Y'all, we forgot a very important mechanic. The fifth bending. Cabbage eating.
Yeah, boy, what you know about look? I'm telling you, I'll build a whole deck around it.
So this is one card that Kane, you were excited about earlier, so we might as well talk about it now as the fifth. It is the fifth bending. It's just cabbage munching. The Cabbage Merchant is 2 and a green for a human citizen. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, create a food token. So that's going to go wild. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, sacrifice a food token. And you can tap 2 untapped food tokens you control to add 1 mana of any color. So that is
God. No, this is the secret commander in that damn spider deck. The spider where
spider?
everything is a food.
Oh, not Ishkanah. Shalab.
Yeah, shalab on my whatever.
Yeah.
but yeah, this will go stupid in that deck.
Yeah, that one's silly. That's just a really cool. I like how that card's designed a lot. It's very much just like constantly making foods and having to sack all your foods and doing all.
But
the
now
things.
you can
So,
tap.
yeah.
But now you can tap the food for mana
Yes.
and sack the food.
Yeah. That one looks like a fun one.
Ooh. I'm telling you, the cabbage is the unsung hero. I'm telling you, he gonna do something. But I'm literally looking at Momo, and Momo reads. It's first of all, it's 1 white. It's flying 1/1. All of your non-lemur creature spells cost 1 less, and whenever a creature with flying enters, you buff one Momo with a 1/1 counter to end the turn. What +1/+1 to end the turn. So in lesser formats, this is gonna go nasty.
I'm pretty sure the lesser formats need something to shake it up because here's been pretty dry over there.
Well, because what's that little imp thing from Final Fantasy that's been destroying the format?
It's talking about Vivi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eevee.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess overall, so that's kind of the general main mechanics, some ideas for it. Do y'all have a favorite of the bendings? I think we already know Sed's answer, but we'll let you talk about it more. But of the 4, and then obviously Cabbage as the secret 5th, do y'all have one that sticks out as like, because I think they're all pretty cool, but is there one that's like, okay, that is my favorite of those, and like kind of the direction I want to build?
Of the bendings, I just think access to extra mana is just very helpful. Blinking is going to become annoying and powerful, but that's what blinking already does anyway. But I think just giving red extra mana is just dangerous. Like we got Atalis out there. We got they're just things to just sink mana into that I'm just kind of scared of. That I'm scared of the Dannies. I'm scared of Danny getting a hold of fire bending. That's the one bending from this set that I don't want Danny to have. The second would be air bending.
Oh gosh, yeah. To me, I'm less interested in air bending and water bending in the sense of like water bend just feels like I guess everything's kicker with extra steps, but it just feels like it's just a cost. Like it's effectively just pay more mana for things, which I think is cool how it's done, but it's not that exciting. I don't like blinking things because it's way too much to track. So I do think that firebending and earthbending are the 2 most exciting ones for me. I personally do really like earthbending. I think it's a cool way to like. There's a lot of interesting things you can do by turning your lands into creatures and being able to sacrifice them and bring them back. And there's just a lot of weird stuff you can do for a lot of different strategies. There's not like it's not like, okay, airbending, you're going to have a flicker, like a blink type deck. Like that's what you are doing. With Earthbend, there's a million different things you can do. And I really appreciate that. And it's almost the same with Firebending. You can spend that mana on anything. There's combat tricks, there's mana sinks, there's all types of stuff to get weird. So I would agree. I think Firebending's awesome. I think Earthbending is the one I find the most intriguing. Ken, I would ask you, but we already know if it says the word land on it, that's what you're picking. There's no...
First of all, joke's on you, all right? My favorite bending is Bender from Futurama because, he tells you to bite his shiny metal ass, and he says, screw this game. All I need, I can create my own magic with cocaine and hookers. So what? That's my favorite bending, but it's earthbending.
That's the real message. That's the real message today. Magic the Gathering.
Metal bending. Gotcha.
Slightly worse cocaine and hookers. That's
yeah, exactly. Metal bending is my favorite bending. So you can bend over and bite my shiny metal ass.
Is metal bending real? Or are you making that up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just
there's also
with extra steps.
It's real. Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No. Toph created metal building while she was stuck in a coffin. Don't you go sit there and boo boo on her name. Oh, and then there's also magma bending too. Lava bending. But
Is that not fire bending with extra steps?
Actually, that one is. It's literally earth and fire bending with extra steps.
It's
okay. There we go.
A blend of the 2.
I got something. All right.
Yeah, by
So
the time you get to the next series, you get more blended abilities.
okay, so
But
if
we don't
those
need
are
to
our
go into
favorite
that today.
mechanics, we've kind of already answered this. But does everyone have a favorite card, just like an individual card from the set? Well, again, these are kind of like initial thoughts. Do you have a single card that you're the most hyped for, or a card that you think is the coolest so far?
Yes. The cabbage
I guess
guy.
that was more of a. I should have asked what is as opposed to do you have a favorite? Yes, we should just roll credits right there, just like a fake credits jumping in at that point.
Look,
do you have favorite
I'm
cards?
a-
Yes, I do.
I'm a simple man. I told you. I look here. All right. And y'all know this for a fact. Before a set even comes out, I'll tell you guys what I want in the set specifically and what card specifically I want. I have been asking for this for a long time. I was like, if you do Avatar, I need the cabbage guy.
That
That's all I need. You know who he is? He is the ramen dude from Naruto. All right. He is the unsung hero. Because if you notice, not only, first of all, I believe he's a god because everywhere the Avatar goes, he's there. I am not joking. He's able to get into every city and every situation, no matter what war is going on. He is an omnipotent, omniscient being that literally is everywhere. Actually, I
don't
think he
doubt
might
you.
be he actually might be an earth deity because he always has cabbages even in war torn areas. And cabbages go bad very quickly. So for him to have fresh cabbages all the time, I think he might be an earth deity. Wait, we need to look into this right quick. Wait a minute.
You know
Wait
the
a
best part
minute.
about that? Okay, you know the best part about the Cabbage Man for you? You can put Bossing Say in the deck.
Yes, you can. Yes.
There you go.
I'm literally building that deck specifically so I can have Bossing Say in it.
Food
As a matter of
and
fact,
lands.
you know what my deck box is gonna be? My deck box is gonna be a cabbage cart.
I thought you were gonna say a cabbage, just like you straight up just cut open up. You need a double sleeve, triple sleeve maybe, but just shove it inside of a cabbage.
It's gonna be like on little wheels too that can pop off and fall over. And then the top of my deck box can fall over, and my dice are gonna be green. So when the green dice spill over, I'm like, what happened to my cabbages? Oh, I am sold.
You got a 2-for-1 there. Do we already? I think we already know your favorite. Do you have a secondary favorite outside? Because you mentioned there was a black card with firebending that you were super into as well.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find that, but I'm really digging this Fire Lord Azula is Grixis. She has firebending 2. Whenever you cast a spell while Fire Lord Azula is attacking, you copy that spell, you can choose new target. So I love the idea of just like going in for the attack and then getting a 2-for-1 for like a kill spell or something like that. So oops, I might have given my plan away already.
That's and it doesn't limit it whenever you cast a spell. That's wild because it doesn't limit it to once per turn, or like the first time you would do this. So while she's attacking,
Yeah, while she's attacking,
you could just go crazy and cast stuff.
Yep, flash speed.
Damn.
It's an instant speed deck, basically.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I feel like firebending is definitely going to be something that encourages a whole bunch of instant speed shenanigans and mana sinks, which I think in red is so good anyway. Because like if you're playing the mana geysers and this and that of the world, like you just want a place to dump mana. It feels like in red, because red you're never going to have. Most times you're not going to consistently have a bunch of mana. Like you're not ramping super crazy with lands and stuff. So it's just like red already wants those mana sinks. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do have a favorite. I think I teased it before, but I didn't talk much about it. And it is
the blue creature.
No, it's gonna be Ko, the Face Stealer.
Okay.
I
the Kamigawa of the set.
Yeah, it looks. I don't know what it's got going on, but it's like a centipede with a face. I love what it's got going on. And it's 4 black for a 6/6. When it enters, you exile up to one other target creature. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may exile it. And then you can pay a life to choose a creature card exiled with Ko, and Ko has all activated and triggered abilities of the last chosen card. So it's like this mass exile hate. I also love you may exile it. So it's like some of these cards you play, and it shuts off everyone's deck with die triggers, and there's just like the only choice people have is to kill your commander or to kill your creature. And this basically lets you say like, hey, look, I don't want that ability. Just you could have all the die triggers you want. Or if it's like someone's trying to work with you to get it, like that May is really cool. And the fact that you can just be like, okay, cool, I'm going to choose one there. So if you have like 5 creatures chosen with activated and triggered abilities, you could pay life in a combination to like, oh, I'm going to activate this ability and I'm going to pay a life. Now it's going to have this activated ability. I'm going to activate this and then this is going to trigger this. Like that is wild. You could get so weird with this. It's like a necrotic ooze, but like a build your own necrotic ooze with your opponent's creatures. Yeah, this card looks incredibly cool.
I'm just gonna say, if I ever play this card, it is not a May ability.
I want to see Ken's copy. He's gonna have a Sharpie line through the word May. It's just you exile it. It's gonna keep the you exile it.
It does not exist. I do not recognize that font.
Well, 2 types of players, but yeah, I think that card's really cool. I feel like a lot of mono black cards have gotten different versions of like playing your opponent's cards. This is, I feel like, one of the more creative ones that lets you do some weird stuff. So that's definitely my favorite of the set so far.
I found the Firelord Sozin. He's a black card with Menace and Firebending 3. When Firelord Sozin deals combat damage to a player, you may pay X. When you do, put any number of target creature cards with total mana value X or less from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control.
Jesus Christ.
Where is this at? Is this Jumpstart?
This man is this is the Bleach cap. This is Captain Yamato from Bleach. This is an Avatar. They got the wrong.
Exactly. They
got the wrong pollinated. This man is hitting you and bringing back creatures from your graveyard, from their graveyard. Like this is the Bleach captain.
What in the world? Which set is this from? I'm looking for this one.
This is coming from. This is actually the on the backside of the Rise of Sozin. This is an enchantment saga.
It's the backside of the saga.
Once you get to the third step, sorry. I didn't realize this was an enchantment saga card, but basically the third step says exile the saga, return it to the battlefield under your control, and it's a 5/5 god. He's a human noble, but I call him a god.
Well, that's not what it. That's not all it says too. It says if you want some, get some. That's the flavor text. Oh my God! Can you put Kenshin? Put him in a deck with Kenshin, so that way you double attack triggers.
No, this is a deal combat damage trigger.
Okay.
Oh, but the attack trigger with the
when you
fire
attack,
bending. Yes, with the fire bending. Yes, yes.
And this is why I want to put hybrid. I want to put hybrid cards in monocolored decks.
But you also have Firelord Zoku for that too. Firelord Zuko. He's actually Mardu, same colors as Ishin, and when he attacks, you get fire bending based on his power.
So put both of them in there.
Put them both. I don't care. Porque
no dos.
There's another one that I find very interesting. Firelord Ozai. This is I guess all the black cards in this set are just great. This one is from Jumpstart. Firelord Ozai is a 4-mana 4/4. It says whenever Firelord Ozai attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, add an amount of red mana, I guess it's Rakdos, equal to the sacrificed creature's power. Until end of combat, you don't lose this mana as steps end. So it's same like until end of things, and it also synergizes really well with firebending. But then you can pay 6 mana, 6 colorless. Exile the top card of each opponent's library. Until end of turn, you may play one of those cards without paying its mana cost. So it's like a mini Atali, except it's a mana sink instead of an attack trigger. So the exiling is not connected to the attack trigger on Firelord Ozai. So if you're firebending and you're just firebending out the ass and you just need something to sink your mana into, just all of it into here and just keep Ataliing the table until you just get bored and play all their best cards. You have to pick one. It's not all 4, but still.
I love how Firelord Ozai is just a bunch of dudes standing in front of a stage.
I thought it was a shrine. I didn't think it was a creature. I thought it was a shrine.
He's all the way in the back.
He's like, yo, handle my lightweight. It's good to be king. Side note,
I-
I love Ty Lee's card. When she flashes in and tap you, and you can't untap. Oh, that's such a flavor.
Yeah. Like I said, I do think some of the mechanics and stuff are awesome. I really love the focus on combat. Like, I love games where people are swinging at each other, and there's a lot of cards in this set that encourage people to turn sideways. Like, even something as simple like I mentioned with earthbending and the land's not dying encourages you to attack, and obviously the entire purpose of firebending is to yell fire and turn sideways. So I
Oh my God.
I enjoy it. I do like that part.
Zhao is such a bitch. Jesus Christ.
Hey, that man was coming for glory. He had ambition.
Christ. You hater ass bastard. Like, Jesus.
All right, so I guess closing thoughts. We are getting, I guess, close to time. I think everybody knows how we feel, but closing thoughts on the initial reveal for Avatar and how we're feeling going forward.
Yeah, having gone through the cards now, like I see that they gave this the attention that it deserves. This is the type of attention that I felt like Final Fantasy got. It's pretty much on point. Like, I don't like, other than like some minor points that Ken is going to bring up. Yeah, I just like that it kind of it kind of spans the important parts of the series, like in just card form. And so I do hate that I have to learn the different versions of each of the cards, but it also, I think, in a way, kind of shows the character growth throughout the series. That might be their intention for these. So I'm down for it, and I like these new powerful cards that are definitely going to come to a commander deck near me and possibly near you at a MagicCon. So I'm liking what I'm seeing.
We don't have to ask Ken. He got cabbages. He got Bossing Say. He is.
I love.
He's a happy man.
As a fan of the series, I love the small thing. Oh, they actually have it. They have it. I'm so dumb. It's Epic Downfall, where they actually have Azula chained to the thing, but it didn't show her actually getting frozen. But she's actually chained to the grate. But anyway, I love this set. There's so many small callbacks. You know, you got Sokka's boomerang which is amazing. Can actually be broken because it's like a 1/1. You can tap a creature and then it comes back to your hand. You can play it for one, attach it for one, and keep repeating. There's just so many good callbacks. There's Azula. There's a card with Azula versus her brother. It's just so many small things. They even got the water tanker as an equipment too. Like, I just love the precision of this. It was so much care given to this. I don't see any. They need, if there's a food token in here, it needs to be the rock candy that Boomy eats. But outside of that, I love the attention, the detail. You can tell that true Avatar fans had their finger in this.
Where were they putting their finger? I'm gonna. Why were they using their finger? Wait a minute. Hold up.
So they can smell what the rock is cooking.
I've heard of people having their hand in it. I just love. They really, they didn't even have their hand in it. They love Avatar so much they put their finger in that shit.
I meant their finger on the pole. I meant the finger on the pulse,
not the rock.
Oh yeah, the boulder. Smell what the boulder is cooking. The boulder.
Oh, it's the boulder. Is that okay? All right. So my closing thoughts. I'll keep it short. I bought the Jaws secret layer. Don't listen to shit I have to say. Listen to Sed and Ken. They're bigger fans of the property. Yeah. Just think that's my best advice. Don't listen to my thoughts on this set. I do think it's, like, objectively, I don't think it's for me, but I think it's awesome. Like, I do enjoy. The mechanics are cool. There's cards that I think are really well designed, and I love seeing y'all get as excited as you are for some of the details and stuff. And like you said, even as someone who doesn't necessarily care for the set, you can tell the difference between like this and what Spider-Man was. Like, even as someone who doesn't have an interest in it, it's like, okay, this, like you said, they did what they did for Final Fantasy for this property. They didn't do even you talk about character growth. Like, that's one of the coolest fucking things too, is like Spider-Man was 30 different Spider-Man. No association amongst each other. It's just guy in different suits. Whereas, like, I don't know anything about this show, and I can tell in every art there's like, oh, this dude's like, it's like a young version of a character. It's an older version of a character. This dude looks much angrier. Something happened. Like, I feel like you could get. There's probably so many spoilers in this that I can't even imagine for someone who hasn't watched the show. Like, I feel like they're telling a story in the set, and like that is awesome. So like, love it or hate it, like they are doing what they have to do. Like there is a narrative here, there is something being told, which is like, it's very nice to see. Like it very much felt like the Spider-Man thing was a one-off, and they kind of got their stuff back together. Yeah, it's cool what they're doing.
Yeah, but if this was Dustborn, yeah, wait till they mention the Dustborn set or Soulsborn set.
Oh.
They're gonna show up on here with his dangling guy talk about, oh my god, you guys won't believe this. You guys
Valgavoff is back. Valgavoff is back.
Oh my god. Oh wait, Secret Layer Football Edition. Oh my god, not Dolphin.
John Madden. You can't stop him.
Jesus Christ, man. God, Jesus.
You not watch football?
You might as well say
1995.
You might as well say Jamal Anderson. What is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. I at least watch a couple of games a year. Good Lord. You said John Madden.
You don't think John Madden wouldn't be a card if they did an NFL series?
He don't even make the goddamn games anymore. What are we doing?
The legendary John. What are you talking about?
What did John Madden do? What did John Madden do, John? What did John Madden do?
Now you've gone too far.
What did
he is a legend. He was a legendary coach, that obviously announcer.
Don't help him. Don't help him. What did John Madden do? Said
John Madden is a guy who would take the marker, he'll write the little circle, the little squiggly lines, and tell you that the guy is going from there to there, and from there to there, and they got to do this. But he did it in a funny voice.
That's Bob Ross.
I thought you were gonna go boom, tough acting, Tenactin. I thought you were gonna hit me with the Tenactin commercial. That was the. But I vowed when I pushed purchase on that Jaws Secret Layer, I vowed I could never shit talk another property again, because I was like, I've lost all credibility. I have no ability to ever speak bad about another crossover. So I might make bad decisions, but I'm self-aware about it.
So tune in, everybody, as the Falcons lose to the Colts. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode as we bring in the new season and the new set. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend, but until next time, you don't watch no goddamn football.